Health can be very complicated and especially a very long journey. That's why today I propose to you my 4 best hacks so you can get healthier faster. I often preach more of a long-term approach about health and doing things more thinking about the long-term results, but here I'll give you what, in my opinion, are the best return on investment things you can do for your health. And also I know that a lot of you have some health objectives, no matter what they are, maybe see better, maybe get more energy, lose weight, anything, and it can seem a little impossible to achieve if you don't got all of the knowledge you need. But I hope that with these hacks you'll be able to see the path a little bit more clearly and that your goal will seem a little bit more achievable. Subscribe if you enjoy this kind of advice. Let's get into it. So number 1, and in my opinion one of the best one in this list, is an environment swap. So your environment is composed of 2 things: the people you've got around you and the things you've got around you. And we're going to first focus on people. People are a super important part of health. First, because relationships are super important for health, longevity, your mood, your stress levels. So of course, if you have good people around you, you'll have a better health from the start without doing anything. And secondly, they can make the difference between if it's super easy to do the habits or if it's almost impossible to stay consistent. Let's look at it that way. You've got one person who has an environment that's very unhealthy. Like if he's got a partner, his partner is eating anything, not exercising at all, laying around all day, and most importantly, they are despising the healthy habits. That's the worst thing you could have in your environment. People that will criticize you or poke at you because you're trying to do something for your health. That's really people you need to try to avoid, because let's face it, being healthy is not that easy, especially in the beginning. You need to start new habits. It's not simple to do. Maybe you don't get all the knowledge. And if in addition of that, you've got people poking at you and criticizing you because you're doing that, it would be really hard to make it. But you can still do it. That's why the second case is the most important in my opinion. It's the case where you've got an environment of people who are really supportive. They don't necessarily need to work out and to be healthy. That's a really good point also in my opinion. But if you've got an environment that's super supportive, it will be really easier for you to do the habits and become healthier, because they will cheer you up. Plus, because they're so hyped, you won't want to deceive them, so you will have a little extra pressure to match your objectives. And if you've got really people that exercise and eat well and everything around you, it's super easy to do the same, because you just gotta do it with them. And maybe if one day you're a little demotivated, they will try to take you with them or something like that. So having the right people around you is truly something great. Now the second thing, so the object around you, that's also important, but less important than the people in my opinion. And in this subject, you really need to care about what unhealthy object you've got around you. One thing that comes to mind right away is the kitchen. If you've got unhealthy foods in your kitchen, like sweets, things like that, it will be way harder for you to eat healthy, because you'll have more temptation to eat them. And most of the time when you're hungry, you want to eat something quick, and the unhealthy things are often quicker to eat and to prepare than the healthy things. So for the example here, it will be way harder to be healthy and to eat right if you've got unhealthy things in your kitchen. The same with your phone. If you've got your phone always around you, like at night or something like that, it will be way harder for you to have time before you go to bed where you're in a calmer state, you do chill things, so you can have a really good night. So your chances to sleep well are reduced because of the objects that are around in your environment. So that's the first hack. You need really to care about your environment and to make it support your goals and your health in particular. Now, for the second hack, it's one I particularly like, and I think that for some people it can be the best hack in this list, and it's a public contract. So a public contract works like this. You will go to someone you know, someone you trust, and you will tell them what your goals are. Maybe it's to lose some weight, maybe, as I said, it's get more energy, something that can be countable. It needs to be an objective that you can see and feel precisely. And what you'll do is that you'll give some money to this person. Obviously not an amount that makes you struggle in life. It needs to be something that is not necessary to your survival, but it still needs to be a big amount for you, like something you wouldn't want to get rid of. Like it can be 50 bucks. It needs to be something that you wouldn't want to give to someone at all, but still doesn't put you in danger, obviously. So you give it to them, and the goal is that you will make some checkups with this person and you will put a deadline to the goal that you've set with them. Maybe it's lose 10 pounds, maybe it's to be able to run 10 kilometers, something like that. And if you're not able to reach that goal within that time limit, they can keep the money. But if you reach this goal, they give you the money back. I know that very few people, to no one, will make this contract, but really, if you're determined and you have a goal and you really want to achieve it, it's a great way to build up some motivation and to have an external reason to wake up every morning and to do the things, because obviously you don't want to lose the money. So if you're really determined to achieve your health goals and you have a goal that's really important to you, I really advise you to do this public contract. Hack number 3. This one is a classical one. I know that I said I would talk about hacks and things to get healthy fast, and obviously there is all of the basics of health, like sleep, exercise, mental health, which I won't talk about in this video because they are basics, they are classics, and yes, they will get you healthy, and yes, it's the best way to get healthy in my opinion. But because here we talk about speed, I just assume that you were already doing a little bit in all of these domains. That's why I don't talk about them in this video. But for this third hack, I need to talk about nutrition, because there is nothing that can get you healthier faster than a good diet. It will make you lose weight, it will make you feel better, it will make you feel more energized, it will make you in a better mood. Everything in your life can be bettered with a good diet. I mean it, like truly. And it's not difficult to do. So listen well, because in this list there will be nothing that can get you healthier faster. And I think, and generally in all the habits that you can do, there is nothing that can get you healthy faster than a good diet. So for a good diet, you need 3 things. Very simple. Number 1, whole foods. You need 80% of your diet minimum composed of whole foods. So vegetables, fruits, proteins like fish, eggs, meat, anything like that, carbs like rice, potatoes, and all of the things that are less processed. It can be also whole breads, tofu, beans, things like that. And I know that these are not technically whole foods, but they are still very healthy for you. They are not very processed compared to the highly processed foods like a frozen pizza, for example, or a ready-made meal or things like that. So when I say whole foods, it's very important that 80% of your diet minimum comes from very low processed foods. Number 2 is variety. You need to change up the kind of food you eat. Like if you eat whole foods, it's good, but you can't eat steak and potatoes every day because you will have deficiencies, okay? So in order to meet all of your nutrient needs, you need to eat different kinds of foods every couple of days. Of course, you can eat steak and potatoes for 2 days, but you can't eat it for a whole month. That won't be healthy for you, okay? And the third one is protein. Protein are super important for your body, building muscle, repairing your body, making you feel satiated. All of these things comes from protein, and it's super important that you get enough of it. If you want to aim for an amount of protein, you need to eat, I would say, 0.8 to a gram of protein per pound of body weight is a good range to aim at. So if you make 200 pounds, you should try to eat between 160 and 200 grams of protein every day. That's all you need to do for your diet. If you do that, what I said right now, so mostly whole foods, a variety of whole foods and high protein, you will become healthy so fast, like there is nothing that will get you healthier faster. And the fourth hack is walking. Now please don't quit this video, because I know that a lot of people are a little bit fed up with walking and they don't think that it's that valuable, but it really is. If we talk about health, it's a super high return on investment habit. Like it's low energy, it's low injury risk. So already you don't need a lot of motivation to do it because it doesn't cost you that much, and it's very unlikely that you will hurt yourself. So already 2 of the things that are very hard in health, so having motivation to stay consistent and you don't want to get hurt, never, are cured. So just by that, it's already a great habit. But also for longevity, it's one of the best habits. Like people walking 8,000 steps instead of 4,000 steps are 50% less likely to die from all cause. That's already just crazy, because I think that no one who wants to be healthy doesn't want to live long. So that's also a great perks for walking. It makes you shed weight. If you want to lose weight, it's a great way to do a little cardio, to burn a little extra calories. If you just want to keep your current weight, it's also a great way to maintain your weight, because it makes you burn more calories. And overall, you go outside, walking lifts up your mood also. It's super great to do, and if you're not walking already on a daily basis or a few times a week, you should do it. You should try to walk at least 8,000 steps every day if you really want to be healthy. It's a great habit to have, and if you want to get healthy fast, because that's the theme of the video, I think that walking is quite a non-negotiable, because a lot of people need to lose weight, and as I said, walking is great to do that. And overall, to go outside, get a better mood, get a little cardio in, it's also something great and a great form of exercise if you want to get healthy fast. So it's the end of this video. Please tell me if in your opinion there is something even higher return on investment than the habits that I have listed in this video. Subscribe also if you enjoyed this video. It really means a lot to me, and it's the best thing you can do if you want to support me. You can check the link for my newsletter in the description. It's really my best work. It's advice and step-by-step guides on how to improve your health. So if you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy my newsletter. Please go check it out. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. I really appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Stay healthy.